Whether you are a new driver or an experienced one, wintry weather conditions can test your nerves and your skills on the road. George Dunbrick from Dunbrick Mobile is here now with some tips and some great stuff that you need to keep in your car.
You know what? That's all I get is great stuff. You know me, of course. The one thing, though, is that once we get this first snowstorm under our belt, there's a lot of us in the Northeast that have got that, that driving lesson out of the way. Okay, we all forget until the first snowstorm.
Right.
But what if you haven't driven in snow before? I'm teaching my 16-year-old daughter how to drive.
I'm so sorry.
She hasn't driven in nice weather, much less adverse weather.
Right.
So, you know, you got to prepare these people and to get them out there. One of the things that I did was I went to the road service company and they got me a couple of really good tip pamphlets. Now, the kids can read these things, how to go in the ice and snow, to get a grip, and inside of these, there's all kinds of great tips. And, you know, for young and old, also, because there's, you know, people might need a refresher course. I mean, there's ways to hold the steering wheel, there's all that. But, you know, one of the biggest problems with getting stuck in winter traffic is hypothermia.
Right.
You know, and kids are less inclined to go out with a coat on, you know, or a hat or gloves. They just thought, Dad, I'm not going to be out of the car for more than a minute.
And all those people in Buffalo who were stranded in their cars along the thruway.
Exactly. So how do you prepare your car? Well, you know, the best thing you do is prepare yourself, and that's with the appropriate gear, with the coat, with the hat, with the gloves. And then when you get to where you are, if you're in Buffalo, of course, you know, you're going to get hit with snow from time to time. But if you're driving around places like here, well, you don't need to get like the chains or the ropes and stuff. But if you're driving through the Adirondacks, then I would suggest more heavy equipment. But in any case, what you should have in your car just to have it, you know, is things like these little hand warmers, or, you know, these things here. They're easy enough. You don't have to refrigerate them. All you got to do is just shake them and wake them, and there they go.
Yep.
If you're stuck at the side of the road, just so you can be seen, glow stick.
Oh, great
just something
idea.
You can put in, and these things there, you don't need flares. If you get flares wet, they're useless. And then for yourself, you can get yourself maybe some hard candy, some sugar in your system, an energy bar, something to keep your system going so that you can keep warm that way from the inside out. Also, perhaps a candle, a covered candle that you can, just in case the battery goes dead or something like that, you can heat that for light and warmth too.
Okay.
One of the devices that I got is one of these really cool battery things that you can do jump starting with. It's got a flashlight in it. It's got a USB port in it. It can even power your car if the battery is dead.
That is a great Christmas gift or a gift for a new driver. Where can you find this?
Oh, well, there's available. This one here actually got off the big tool truck, the divorce on wheels, we call them. Because you get on there and you spend more than you should. This is kind of a pricey item. There's many different levels of these things, but battery technology as it is now has gotten so good that these things can be thrown in the trunk, they can hold their charge, and away you go.
And they're a lot smaller than they used to be.
And they're a lot smaller than they used to be.
All right, thank you, George.